So I guess my journey to get into working here at ABA is just, I graduated with my bachelor's degree in psych and really wanted to do something with that, but I was just kind of stuck working in a retail position, managing, and I really wasn't happy doing that. I knew that I could take a chance with ABA, and so I decided to take that leap and have since really been enjoying it so far. So my little brother is actually on the spectrum, so he did ABA therapy for a couple of years when he was younger, and it made a lot of changes in his maladaptive behaviors, changing his behavior and just making it so he could acclimate to society and be in school a lot more. So seeing the changes that it made for him and his quality of life really got me started with thinking about doing it myself. Yeah, I had worked at a previous ABA clinic when I was in school, and I just didn't have the greatest experience with them. I felt like they didn't really care about the quality of the kids' experience as much, and they weren't really giving me as much hours as they had said they were going to, so I decided to get away from that. And then I went back to managing again because I kind of thought that was the only thing I could do. I thought ABA was just that one thing. But then when I took the chance here and decided to come here, it changed a lot, and I saw a different side of ABA than I had seen before, and I liked it a lot better. When I came in, they were very welcoming and offered a lot more training than I had experienced previously. The training was a lot more hands-on and a lot more in-depth, and made me feel more confident in my role because it's nerve-wracking working with kids and making sure that they get a good experience. And so they really set us up for success with figuring out everything about the kid, knowing their behavior plan, seeing them work in action, shadowing all of that, and it was really cool learning like that. I was a little nervous. Yeah, I was a little nervous getting my first client just because I wanted to make sure that they were having a good time. It wasn't really nervous about myself. It was nervous about making sure that the kid has a good experience, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, to making sure that the kid gets what they're supposed to get, you know? So yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but they set you up to know everything that you need to know. And you can always go back to them, and then you can always just ask questions too from your supervisors and the BCBAs, and they're so welcoming and ready to answer anything that you have questions about. So the anxiety went away within the first week. We spend a lot of time laughing and playing with the kids, and obviously we have to get work done with the kids because that's the whole point of them being here, but we make it a fun, welcoming environment for everybody to be in. It was a huge difference between the experience that I had at the last ABA clinic and here. The staff themselves are a lot more welcoming. They want to help you, they want to help the kid, and it's not so closed off. Where I was working before, with it being one-on-one therapy, you didn't really work with your coworkers or talk to them or get help from them. Whereas here, any coworker is willing to just step in and give you information about what a tip that would work with a kid that maybe they worked with. Whereas that wasn't really the case in other places. So we know what we're supposed to accomplish because we use a data program where we, throughout our programs, run trials, and those trials are different things that we expect the kids to complete. And when they complete them, we either mark yes or no, and from there that data is all compiled, and we can look back at it and say, well, this is the improvements that are happening, or this is the things that aren't happening, and how we can change things and make them different for the kid in the future, just to make it so the program is always what it's supposed to be for them to improve. I think anybody who has their bachelor's degree in psych that's looking for something to do, this is a great place to start. If you like working with kids, this is going to be a fun place to start, and you learn a lot as you go. It can be a great thing to be transferable skills into a different career in the future, even staying in ABA. It's a huge field. I really just want to stress how different this environment is compared to other workplaces that I've been in, and how welcoming it is and how respected I feel as an employee. I don't feel scared about going to my coworkers, my supervisor, my boss about anything, and I feel I can still have work-life balance in a way that I've never really had before. If I need a day off, there's no problem from my boss with that happening because they understand that things happen and they're flexible. And I think that's one of the most important things about ABA is being flexible, because these clients that are coming in can have rigid mindsets that are hard to get out of. And so for us to be so flexible, not only with the clients, but with the staff, I've never enjoyed a job as much as I enjoy working here.